support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J.
Let's see here. All right. We have Michel Leroy.
Loriot. They're good.
Leroy. Tell us a little bit about your company. Tell us about what you do.
AGIGA is a marketplace, let's say a platform that links industrial electronic companies together to enable them to sell their excess inventories and to purchase electronic components.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what had you come up with this platform? What begat the creation of it?
I've been working in the electronic industry for, let's say, 25, 30 years. So I discovered some challenges that meet the electronic companies. And let's say the excess inventories are very big for them. They lose 1% of their revenue because of the excess inventories.
Wow.
So it's fundamentally 1% of profit less.
Wow.
So
that's incredible. And how do you go about using this platform to help people sell stocks, things like that?
How the process is? Yeah. The process is quite simple. All companies that have excess inventories, electronic components, send us the file, and we do the pricing, because the value of an electronic components can change drastically from a quarter to another one, depending if we are in a shortage period or not. So they send us the file, we do the pricing, we propose them the pricing. If they are okay, we validate and we put online. As soon as it is online, other electronic companies are searching about purchasing, are sourcing. They find the right component, so they put in the basket and place an order like it is in every marketplace. If the value is big, we can accept other payment solutions and the credit card, obviously.
Okay.
And then, when the order is completed, we place an order to the seller. They send us the part to AGIGA, and we send the parts. We control them. We make sure that everything is clear, is correct, and then we ship it to the buyer.
Incredible. And as someone who's done some circuit design, things like that, parts can be very hard to find, especially if you were looking for very specified parts, chips, things like that are made for very specific purposes. How do you go about connecting these vendors together?
In fact, you are right. Sometimes the market is very tough.
Yeah.
And in 2002 and 2001 started, it was very hard to find some parts.
Yeah.
And so we have already a network of different independent distributors that exist. We call that brokers. But AGIGA is not on this kind of business. We absolutely want to sell all the parts, not only the parts that are on shortages. That makes a big difference with brokers. The second difference is that we put our pricing online. We push the pricing online. So the customers that is looking for a product, he find it on our. He sees the pricing, the price for 1 pieces, 10 pieces, 10,000 pieces, 30,000 pieces. He has different prices on the columns. Different columns. He places the order, and then he has. We have the other difference is we have a margin model, very clear and transparent. We do 15-point margin, 1.5.
Okay.
When we know that it's not exactly the model.
That's a smaller margin than most. When it comes to what a markup is, things like that.
When we are in shortages, we have certainly sometimes components that are sold $100 bucks when it costs $1.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Sometimes we are not on this model, but we want to sell all the parts, not only the parts that are on shortages, really.
Yeah.
So your question was why we do that. The second or the first good reason is because it's very costly in terms of environment. Because all the excess stock, after let's say 5-6 years, go to the garbage.
Yeah.
And it's really a shame.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, especially in technology parts, things like that, especially surface mount, things change so rapidly, and to the fact that even with the shortages, like I'm a professional audio video engineer, there are people out there with Behringer sound consoles that have not been able to get parts for 2 years.
Yeah.
So to know that there are places like you that you can go to find these hard to find parts that you would otherwise have to be a distributor or a company like a Behringer who's building the product to begin with.
For the company who is seeking some parts hard to find, we are an alternative and an additional channel, but we don't do miracle.
You can't work miracles, but yeah, because otherwise, sometimes you would have to literally contact the chip factory to see if you can get things shipped over. That's remarkable.
Yeah, it's not. We don't purchase the parts to manufacturers.
Yeah.
We purchase the parts to users, in fact. Companies that produce electronic boards.
Yeah.
And that have the products in excess stock.
Well, and even the idea, if you're a designer, you're in a lab, you're a product tester and building, you don't have to go to this distributor to find something, this distributor to find that. You can come to one warehouse and find all the parts from all these different distributors in one place.
We are still young, and we have not everything.
Oh, yeah, but that's a beautiful concept.
Today we have more than 500,000 different part numbers.
That's a good roster.
It's a good start.
That's a fantastic start. So, where can people go to find out more about this? Where can designers go to get their parts?
Designers or purchasers or to find us, you mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
AGIGA.net.
All right, fantastic.
AGIGA.net.
Fantastic. Well, Michel, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is exciting for people like me who have problems finding some parts. There are solutions out there.
Come to us and purchase it.
Absolutely. Awesome. That is incredible, man.
The Tech Podcast Network CES 2024 coverage is executive produced by Michel Mendez. Technical directors are Kurt Corliss and Adam Barker. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz, Clinton Millsap, Sergio Velasquez, and Terry Willingham. Voiceover by Aaron Hurst. Our hosts are Marlo Anderson, Don Bain, Todd Cochran, Scott Ertz, and Christopher Jordan. Studio and equipment are provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. This has been a Tech Podcast Network broadcast, copyright 2024.